there, I'm Cookie Masterson, and if you trick me into saying my name backwards, you automatically win. What a friendly group of people, and one person playing this game against their will. You all know who it is. Okay, here's looking at you.
Time for question 1.
To get started, Muppet Shade. I don't really get this one, so I'm guessing it's a meme. If Kermit the Frog were sipping so much tea he needed to move to the country that leads the world in tea production, where would he move? India, but that's none of my business. China, but that's none of my business. Sri Lanka, but that's none of my business. Or Kenya, but that's none of my business. Who picked what? China leads the world in tea production by 1 million metric tons. India, Kenya, and Sri Lanka are second, third, and fourth, respectively. Kermit only drinks black tea because it's not easy finding green.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
It's time for Chi-Town. If Chance the Rapper got a job in statistics, what would be his new moniker? Chance the Registrar, Chance the Cartographer, Chance the Actuary, or Chance the Compliance Manager? Hope you like what you picked. An actuary uses statistics to assess risk for financial investments. Finally, a game that combines Chance the Rapper with all the hip excitement of statistical risk assessments. This game is going to make $1 billion.
Why don't we do it for free?
Let's try Masters of a Very Small Part of the Universe. And put away your tiny plastic sword. It's time for a Dis or Dat. I'm gonna list off 7 names, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a character from the original line of He-Man toys, or a failed social network launched by Google. Don't think too hard, I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between He-Man or Google. And you're all doing this together, so pay attention. All set? Here we go. Wave. Stratos. Cut. Orco. Blade. Buzz. Fisto. Most of you nailed that. But player 1, you really whizzed that Dis or Dat down your leg.
Binge Pipe customer retention protocol has been activated.
Sounds like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Use the screw to make
No, someone's in a hurry.
Haha, happy to engage with you.
I don't need you anymore.
Next up, let's get some math for the table. If the dim sum of 6 pork dumplings and 2 spicy shrimp dumplings is 8 dumplings, what would be the dim product? 0.33 dumplings, so watch out. Player 1 just let loose a screw. You know what they say, go big or go home. And how do we do? In math, the sum is the number that results when 2 numbers are added together. The product is the number that results when 2 numbers are multiplied, so 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. And if you don't know what dim sum is, then the greatest fact you can learn from this game is that you need to go out and eat some dim sum immediately. That screw is a good move, player 1. Here's your extra cash. And how'd our lovely audience do? Congratulations, your friends are morons. That means I'm dealing out bonus cash for that right answer. You can thank me later. I call this one My gal pal gal. So I watched Wonder Woman again the other day, and it got me thinking. If Waiting for Gal Gadot had the same conclusion as Waiting for Godot, what would happen? She'd show up and kill me, she'd show up in a different body, she'd show up a decade late, or she'd stand me up. Okay, who chose what? Gal Gadot. In Samuel Beckett's play Waiting for Godot, the two main characters, Vladimir and Estragon, spend the entire duration waiting for the eponymous character, but he never shows up. Samuel Beckett used to drive child Andre the Giant to school. Yeah, there's no joke there. I just can't imagine a weirder scenario. Round 1 is history. Let's see how the game's shaping up.
Currently, player 2 is in the lead. Player 3, on the other hand, you are not good at doing this. We have another screw to help our targeted numbers.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So do not be afraid to use that thing. The rest of you better answer fast if you don't want to be screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
I am feeling joy.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Introducing Throwing Shade. What emoji would I use if I were throwing nightshade at all my haters on the internet? Avocado emoji, peanut emoji, peach emoji, or eggplant emoji? What'd you guys pick? Eggplant is a member of the nightshade family of vegetables. Eggplants are not poisonous, unlike some other nightshades or my fragile emotions.
Hey, question.
The algorithm demands your input. Would you like a question where everything is spelled correctly, or a question where everything is spelled incorrectly? Contribute your percentage of the choice now. Here are the votes. We graciously accept your choice.
J'ai mangé tous les œufs. 7.
Try this on for size. A question where everything is spelled incorrectly. In which movie does everything get destroyed at the end? The Road, Doctor Strangelove, I Am Legend, or One Direction, This Is Us? Let's see who got it. In the final scene of this Stanley Kubrick film, the Earth gets bombed to smithereens. And don't even ask me to spell smithereens.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
And now, 50 Shades of Plays. If Christian Grey told Anastasia he needs audience members on 3 sides of his playroom, in theater terms, they'd be performing unspeakable acts on a spread stage, thrust stage, grind stage, or missionary stage. So who got it? A performance space that penetrates the auditorium, allowing audience members to sit on 3 sides, is called a thrust stage. And in live productions of 50 Shades of Grey, the first row would be called the splash zone. Oh, here's a good one. Ghosted. Reading which of these answers will not cause a supernatural entity to appear in my recording studio? Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Samara, 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 Beetlejuice, 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 or Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. Let's see how that shook out. In the Ring franchise, Samara is summoned by watching a videotape, not by saying her name. Oh great! Now this recording booth is haunted by more than just memories of the horrible punchlines I've had to read.
Sabes que es lindo, 10 perritos.
Coming up, Ghosted also works as a category title for this question. Yeah, look, these three ghosts are still here, and I'm worried they'll try to teach me the true meaning of Christmas unless we find some other way to pass the time. What terrifyingly titled theatrical production could three ghosts and myself perform because it traditionally calls for a four-person cast? Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, Death of a Salesman, The Phantom of the Opera, or Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead? What'd you guys pick? Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf features just 4 characters. Bloody Mary's Martha is pretty good, but Beetlejuice's Nick just dies on stage. It's time for the attack. Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. Traditionally in it. I'll show you an ingredient, you tell me which dishes traditionally contain it. Bon appetit. Player 2 wins! Congratulations, Player 2. Sometimes you win big, and sometimes you're everybody else in this game.